Is morning sun is sufficient for your vitamin D requirements? No, not necessarily true. Let me explain. Vitamin D is produced when sun's UVA rays, UV ultraviolet rays are falling exposed to the human body, then body produces vitamin D, which means sun do not have vitamin D, nor body do not have vitamin D. Only when the sun's ultraviolet rays are exposed to the human body, then human body produces vitamin D. I hope you got the point. Now there are two kinds of UV rays, ultraviolet rays. One is UV ultraviolet rays A category, ultraviolet UV B category. Now which are more effective in producing vitamin D? The answer is simple, not the UVA, UVB rays. They are very effective. Not ultraviolet A rays are not so much effective, but in the B rays are more effective. But where are these ultraviolet A rays? In the morning sun between 6 to 7:30, usually ultraviolet A rays will be efficiently there. Whereas in the daytime between 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. in the afternoon sun, usually UVB rays will be abundant. So, because UVB rays produce vitamin D when body is exposed to UVB rays, so afternoon sun exposure is more important than the morning sun exposure. Now you are getting it. But how much time a person is required to stand in front of the sun or need to be exposed to the sun? Approximately between 20 to 30 minutes and repeated for 2 to 3 days in a week. That's all. You don't require to be for longer hours. And when you are exposed to ultraviolet rays or the sun rays, solar rays, then don't apply your solar sun protection creams. You should not apply. Why? Because they try to mask absorption of UVB rays. So you don't require to stand for longer. Does not mean you should stay for shorter also. You require a balance. What will happen if you stand in the sun for longer period? Naturally there will be skin cancers or some kind of skin burning will be there. So you should not stand for longer hours also, nor you should not sit for stand in the very shorter period also. Optimal level, so balance is the key. Next point is what will happen if you don't have enough vitamin D? A lot of damage will be there. Particularly a lot of metabolic dysfunction will happen when vitamin D is shortage. Added to that, when vitamin D is not sufficient in the body, even if you eat calcium also, body cannot able to absorb the calcium. So the balance of calcium and vitamin D, when they are together, only then calcium in the body will be absorbed. So this is the reason why even if you eat excess calcium also, it will body will not take. So unless there is a vitamin D levels in the body. So that is a reason why you require to have a balance of vitamin D and calcium. Next point is if you are shortage in calcium, what will happen? End up in osteoporosis or osteomalacia or those kind of bone related problems or bone density problems, which usually damage elderly people, children, and menopausal women, and so on. So, who are mostly at the risk for this vitamin D deficiency? Mostly those people who are in indoors, people who are working indoors, office goers, busy people who are sitting inside. They are not exposed to outside environment. Those are actually, in fact, they are, need to be very careful about vitamin D deficiency. Next point is, can they take supplementation? Yes, they can take supplementation. But there is again catch. The point is, you should not be overdose of vitamin D. Why? Vitamin D, if it is increases, then vitamin D toxicity will be there. So you should not overindulge in vitamin D also. So see the balances. You should be careful. So be approaching your doctor. Take advice of the doctor and also keep checking how much is your vitamin D levels. Then accordingly take the supplementation in consultation with your nutritionist or medical doctor. Okay, so I hope you got the point. So These are the important things you need to remember about when we are discussing about vitamin D absorption and vitamin D requirement. I hope you got the point. If you are requiring more information, please do contact us. We are there to help you.